It's so cold out here, there's blue tits everywhere. Mainly feeding on the bird feeders. Hello, welcome. I am making progress on my fox, I know, woo-hoo. So I thought I would share with you how I am getting on. So, knitted animal friends, for anyone who is new, welcome to the channel. So I'm knitting Charlotte Fox and I'm starting with her head. So you start at her neck, work her way up. So I have been doing a bit of colour work. Intarsia, don't you know? So intarsia is when you don't have floats, you have different balls for the different colours, because obviously I've got a big space in between these to carry that yarn. So I have got, I had one ball this side, one ball this side, and one for the middle. So I'm literally moving them around as if, you know, when you're plaiting and you move things from one side to the other, that's what I'm doing as I go. Because also, to make it even more fun, I am holding the yarn double. So I'm pulling from the centre and the outside of the yarn on each one. So yes, it's been a lot of fun. And it's been quite tight in the middle. It looks puckered because obviously that's the shaping for the snout, but then I've got it on a straight needle. So I'm using 2.75, 2 3/4 in old money. That's what I decided gauge I would use on this. I'm using the Drops Alpaca 4-ply fingering held double. And yeah, really like it, really like the fabric, nice thick fabric. And the only problem I've been having, not really a problem, but the only thing that's been a bit tricky really is the centre increases where I'm making one. And it's fine on the knit row, but on the purl row it's really hard because there's not much room there. So, but I've finished that now, so I'm fine. So, like I say, that's how it looks at the back, so you don't carry any of the yarn. And yeah, I'm getting on quite nicely with this, but literally as I go along, as I change the colour, I'm moving it so it gets wrapped a little bit to keep it all so there's no gaps down the sides. And so it doesn't get all tangled in one big rat's nest, I'm literally moving them from side to side. So it was very slow going. But I'm glad I've got this far. But I think now I'm going to have a break, have some lunch, and then after I've done some tidying up, I think I shall carry on with my Whitmore. So I shall come back to see you later. That is for after my eggs. Thank you very much. I've been trying to record our little robin in our garden for days, and every time he comes close and I get the video out, he flies off somewhere further away, so this is the best I've done so far. Poor little guy, he's all fluffed up, trying to keep warm. I've just remembered what a friend said to me, a so-called friend said to me. Yes, I'm talking about you, Lex. I think you should call your channel Simply Winging It. Harsh, Lex, harsh. True, but harsh. We're just making it up as we go along around here. Right, let's have a look at this Whitmore. I've not done a lot, to be honest, on here. I've spent a few hours on it, but it takes its time. It is lovely to do though. There's a real flow to this pattern. So it's the Whitmore by Amy Loudon. And so I've done a little bit more. You can see how it's taking shape. If I put this side, then I'll put the picture the other side. Is that going to work out? Probably not. Yeah, so I'm getting on with it, but I've still got quite a way to go on those. So I do enjoy doing it. I am really enjoying this yarn that I've forgotten. I'll go and get another one full for you. Now you know where my yarn stash is. Don't break in and have a rummage. Oh no, it's you. Okay, so I am knitting this in Drops Lima, and this is an alpaca wool mix. And it's just an off-white, winter white one. And yeah, I'm really enjoying knitting with that. It's lovely and soft, really like it, and yeah, it's definitely one I'll use again. So yes, that is my small progress so far on the Whitmore. I have been knitting a little bit more on my sock. I've had a tired week. Have you had a tired week? My husband's had a tired week as well. We just think, I don't know if it's because of the cold weather, just being cold, and yeah, just feel like hibernating. Can't get up in the morning, don't want to get up. Just want to sleep, stay under the duvet. So yeah, my sock's been the easiest thing, so hence why I've got the most done on my sock. So I have turned my heel. I was asked in the comments about, can you do a heel on the circulars, small circulars? And yes, you doing the heel flap, heel turn and gusset, then you just literally just work on half the stitches for the heel flap and then turn it and then join it up all in the round again. So it's very easy to do a heel on these little circulars. So I am way ahead now. So I had until next Monday before starting the foot. But now I've actually got on track with Foxy. I want to get a lot more done on Foxy. But I don't know. I'm probably, well, I know I'm going to run out of yarn for Foxy because I'm using the yarn I bought, I'm using double, so obviously it's going to go down faster. I have ordered some more. Unfortunately, I can't get my little mitts onto it until Christmas Day. As you might know if you've been following this channel, what I do for my Christmas presents from my husband is I go on and find what I want and then he pays for it. So then I get exactly what I want, and I wanted some things from Wool Warehouse. Wool Warehouse. And so I thought I might as well put the extra yarn I need for Foxy in that basket for the free shipping. So I did mention to him that I might need some of that yarn, and he wasn't impressed. He said, well, you'll have to wait. But we'll see how we go, because it's not that far away, is it? So I might not get that far anyway. So I might have to wait for my yarn. But I am thinking that while I'm waiting, if I do finish the head, then I can always stuff it and do the eyes. The actual nose is embroidered, but I want to embroider the eyes as well. They usually use buttons, but I'm going to look into embroidering the eyes because I've got plenty of embroidery thread there, so I've got plenty of black I can use. Or if I wanted to add a colour, that's what I'm thinking. Do I want to put a bit of green, black around the outside and green or something like that? So yeah. The thing that worries me is that faces, just a little difference on a face can totally turn it into something you don't want it to look like. So I am worried that I'm going to make her look a bit or eyes sticking out the sides, looking different ways. I don't know, we shall see. But yeah, simply winging it, we'll have a go. So those are my socks, so I'm really happy how far I've got with those. So I shall just pick those up when I want something easy to just go round and round, but I shall try and work more on my Whitmore and also on Fox. I'm going to change things up tomorrow. I'm planning on recording 2 videos tomorrow and saving one for till Sunday, because we're heading down to Wiltshire on Sunday to visit mother-in-law. So that's going to take up the whole day, so I won't be able to record a video then. But what I fancied doing, I've been thinking about my queue, and as I say, I've been thinking about what I want for Christmas and ordering some yarn and what I want to make in 2023. So I thought it'd be fun to actually do a make 9. So I'm going to have one video of the 9 sweaters that I want to knit next year, and another video of 9 socks I want to knit next year. I want to change it up with my socks and try something different. So there's some different things in there that I want to do. So it's going to be my top 9 knits. It's going to be my top 9 sweater knits that I want to knit, that I know some of them I've got some yarn for already. And then the sock one will be on Sunday. So I hope you enjoy that. Look out for that if you want to know what's going to be coming up on this channel next year. Tonight I'm hoping to start my Christmas book. I'm a bit late, but I feel now is the time. So I have picked up Carol Matthews' Christmas for Beginners is my selection. I bought this earlier in the year in the charity shop, Will and Hospice, for £1. I always look out for things like Christmas books any time of year and put them by, because I do like to read a Christmas book. And this sounds of particular interest, so I shall tell you what it's about. So, Christmas is fast approaching at the New Hope Farm. Owner Molly Baker is organising a festive fundraiser, but with an antisocial sheep, awkward alpacas and seriously sequined Santa Claus to assemble, Molly is feeling overwhelmed and in desperate need of some Christmas spirit. Despite the chaos of the farm interfering with her events planning, Molly is looking forward to a family Christmas with Shelby and Lucas, hopeful that the holidays will bring them together. But Shelby, it seems, has other ideas. As the fundraiser draws near, the team are working hard to pull off a spectacular festive fete and make sure the animals and humans remain on their best behaviour. Will this Christmas be merry and bright, or is there more than one surprise in store for Hope Farm? Who knows? So that's the one I shall be starting tonight, hopefully. I have also an article I wanted to read. On BorrowBox, the library app that's free, there's magazines on there, and the Country File Christmas special, I noticed, I don't usually read that, but I noticed that they've got an article about Shetland's jumpers. So I wanted to have a look at that because it looks very interesting. They've got lots of old photos and things, the history of Shetland knits. So that's something I want to have a look at as well. I also want to finish off my audiobook. So this is Agatha Raisin and the Busybody. It's not her best one, but I do enjoy a good Agatha Raisin. It's by MC Beaton. It's very tongue-in-cheek, funny, a little bit Miss Marpley, really. It's a lady that does her own detecting and solves all the murders, but they're silly murders. They're silly things, how people die. It's a series that I've read quite a few of them and always really enjoy them. So I shall finish that one because I'm very excited to start Bullet That Missed by Richard Osman. And the first one he did was the Thursday Murder Club. And it was when there was a murder within the old people's home, and it's the people that lived there that then solved the murder. And there's been since a couple more. This is the third in the series. I really love them. Once again, it's a bit tongue-in-cheek, it's got that humour attached to it, but I really like the narration of them. My mum really didn't like it. I liked the first one so much on audio that I bought her the book, and she really didn't like it, and I've heard other people don't like it, so I think it is a bit of a Marmite read. You either love it or you don't. I definitely love it, and I'm going to really enjoy it, so I'm glad I got my hands on that because I had to reserve it months ago. I don't know, because I've never actually read it, I've always had it in the audio version, that I don't know how much is to do with the narration. Who narrates this? Fiona Shaw narrates it, and I presume she narrated all of them. And I really like the way she does the voices and everything. That's part of why I really like it. And because there's so many, that's the thing with these books, the characters in the retirement village are so brilliant. I love all of them. They've all got their quirks and everything. Apparently Richard Osman based it on where his mother lives and the characters there, and he thought this would be a great place if there was a murder, that they would definitely get involved and have this Thursday murder club where they try and solve cases. So I'm really looking forward to that one as well. So that's it for today. Tomorrow there'll be that sweater video, and then I'll see you for a little roundup of what I've been up to on Saturday. Take care. Bye for now.